We open the bar.
Joe,
I'd like to call this meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone this afternoon. The County of Elgin is currently experiencing a technical disruption. Our team is working around the clock to get operations back up and running. Today's meeting will be shortened as a result, and non-urgent items will be deferred until our next meeting. Adoption of minutes.
be it resolved that the minutes of the meeting held on March 8th, 2022 be adopted.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Mennel and Councillor Ketchafah. I'll turn it over to you.
Councillor McPhail,
Yes.
Councillor Purcell,
Yes.
Councillor Jones,
Yes.
Councillor Martin,
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks,
Yes.
Councillor Mennel,
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer,
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba,
Yes.
Madam Warden,
Yes.
8-0. The motion is carried.
Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof? Being none. There are no petitions, presentations, or delegations today. I'll turn it back over to you, Julie.
Thank you. I'd like to propose a resolution. Be it resolved that the order of proceedings be amended to allow for a short closed session update prior to council's consideration of reports of council boards and staff. So this would be under section 239(2) of the Municipal Act. And is the security of property of the municipality or local board. So that is 239. Do you know which section? 239, I think it's, but we would confirm it is an exemption considered under the Municipal Act.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Jones and Deputy Warden Marks. And I'll call the vote.
Councillor McPhail,
Yes.
Councillor Purcell,
Yes.
Councillor Jones,
Yes.
Councillor Martin,
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks,
Yes.
Councillor Mennel,
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer,
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba,
Yes.
and Warden,
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
Committee of the whole.
Be it resolved that we do now move into committee of the whole.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor McPhail and Councillor Jiguer. And call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail,
Yes.
Councillor Purcell,
Yes.
Councillor Jones,
Yes.
Councillor Martin,
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks,
Yes.
Councillor Mennel,
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer,
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba,
Yes.
Madam Warden,
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
And I'll turn it over to you again, please.
Be it resolved that we do now go into closed session.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Martin and Councillor Mennel, and I'll call the vote.
Councillor McPhail,
Yes.
Councillor Purcell,
Yes.
Councillor Jones,
Yes.
Councillor Martin,
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks,
Yes.
Councillor Mennel,
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer,
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba,
Yes.
Madam Warden,
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
We will now rise and move forward.
Be it resolved that the report from the CAO be received.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Ketchafah, and second by Councillor Jones. Vote, please.
Councillor McPhail,
Yes.
Councillor Purcell,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Councillor Martin,
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks,
Yes.
Councillor Mennel,
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer,
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba,
Yes.
Warden French,
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
Okay, next item is reports of council, outside boards and staff.
Thanks, Madam Warden. With the consent, I'd like to propose a resolution. Be it resolved that reports 6.2, which is the Terrace Lodge Redevelopment Fundraising Committee appointment, 6.3, which is the Library, Museum, and Archives Service update, 6.4, which is the Elgin Incentives Program review, report 6.5, Elgin Incentives 2021 year in review, 6.8, which is the 2021 County Road Maintenance Agreement report. Report 6.11, which is the donation policy number 1.1. And 6.12, which is the response to the Ukraine crisis, be deferred for consideration at the April 26th, 2022 meeting.
Someone to move, Councilor McPhail, and seconded by Councilor Martin. Call the roll, please.
Councilor McPhail.
Yes.
Councilor Purcell.
yes,
Councilor Jones.
Yes.
Councilor Martin.
Yes.
Councilor Marks.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councilor Mennel.
Yes.
Councilor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councilor Ketchba.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, motion is carried.
Okay, the first item up is the warden's activity report.
Be resolved that the March 31st, 2022 report titled Warden's Activity Report for March and COVID-19 Update submitted by the warden be received and filed for information.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second, Councilor Martin, Councilor Mennel. Are there any questions or comments? We'll call the vote, please.
Councilor McPhail.
Yes.
Councilor Purcell.
yes,
Jones.
Yes.
Councilor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councilor Mennel.
Yes.
Councilor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councilor Ketchba.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
Okay, the next item up is report Elgin County ATEL Networks Incorporated.
Sorry. Be it resolved that the within report to council dated March 30th, 2022 and entitled Elgin County ATEL Networks Incorporated Telecommunications Equipment Consent and Road User Agreement be received and filed, and that county council approve and authorize the warden and chief administrative officer to execute a proposed telecommunication equipment consent and road user agreement as between Elgin County and ATEL Networks Incorporated substantially in the form and of the content attached as Appendix A.
Someone to move and someone to second. Deputy Warden Marks and Councilor Jiguer. Hi, Nicholas, I'll turn it over to you.
Council, or sorry, good afternoon, Council. Good afternoon, Warden. So I'll keep this very brief. ATEL Networks is a telecom who wants to go with what I'll describe as the new agreement for telecom. So they've previously actually been authorized by council at the beginning of February under the old one, offered the newer agreement to everyone, and they elected to go with that. So this is just coming back before you to authorize the execution of this new agreement. There's no alterations to the new agreement since the last time you saw it. So subject to any questions, that's my whole presentation for today.
Are there any questions concerning this report? Seeing none, we'll call the vote, please.
Councilor McPhail.
Yes.
Councilor Purcell.
yes,
Councilor Jones.
Yes.
Councilor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councilor Mennel.
Yes.
Councilor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councilor Ketchba.
Yes.
Warden French.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next report is concerning impact parking space license agreement.
Be it resolved that the within report to council dated March 15th, 2022 and entitled Elgin Municipal Property Assessment Corporation or MPAC Parking Space License Agreement be received and filed. And that council approve preparation and execution of a parking space license agreement between Elgin County and MPAC for the period June 1st, 2022 to May 31st, 2023 as applicable to 2 parking spaces in the county administration parking building line or building parking lot, and that the warden and chief administrative officer be authorized to execute said parking space license agreement for the period June 1st, 2022 to May 31st, 2023, and as applicable to 2 parking spaces in the county administration building parking lot as prepared by the county solicitor.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councilor Mennel and Deputy Warden Marks. Are you going to speak to this?
Brian Lenola.
Oh, sorry, Brian. Would you like to speak to this, please?
Yeah, through you, Madam Warden, to council, as per the recommendations, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Go ahead, Councilor Martin.
Just one comment that I would like, it would be helpful, I think, to us as council members, and certainly Central Elgin as well for me, just to know what spaces are all taken by these things. I know, or even Central Elgin have certain spaces, and I don't always know what the numbers are, because there are times when I have tried to park in a Central Elgin spot and wasn't sure if it was or not. So even if you could let me know what the Central Elgin spots are.
We're happy to convey that information through to Central Elgin's CEO.
Thank you.
Councilor Jiguer, go ahead.
Yeah, Madam Warden, just a quick question. Could we save time by making those leases longer? Like, we have to redo this every year?
Thank you, Madam Warden, to members of council. That's a very good question, but I think we do so to maintain flexibility so that when our team grows, we can have access to those parking spaces for our own purposes, because we are getting close to reaching capacity.
Further questions? Seeing none. Please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchum.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next report is surface treatment and microsurfacing.
Be it resolved that Duncor Enterprises Incorporated be selected to complete surface treatment and microsurfacing on various roads, tender number 2022-T11, at a total price of $222,195 exclusive of HST, and that Jerry D. Robinson Contracting Limited be selected to complete culvert rehabilitations on various roads under number 2022-T12 at a total price of $916,850, exclusive of a $25,000 contingency allowance and exclusive of HST, and that the warden and chief administrative officer be directed and authorized to sign the contracts.
Someone to move and someone to second, please. Councillor Ketchum and Councillor Jones. I'll turn it over to you. Brian, do you have anything further to add to this?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Warden, through to council. The recommendations are before you. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but I would also note that these tenders were proceeded in cooperation with several of the member municipalities. So happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, we'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchum.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next report is COVID-19 emergency team planning.
Be it resolved that the report titled COVID-19 Emergency Team Planning March Update dated March 28, 2022 from the Chief Administrative Officer be received and filed.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Martin and Councillor Mel. Do you have anything further to add to this report, Julie?
I think the report is self-explanatory, though I would be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions for Julie? Seeing none, we'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchum.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item on the agenda is council correspondence.
So I'd like to recommend that be it resolved that staff be directed to bring back a report with respect to the 2022 East Road reconstruction project.
Okay, someone to move, Councillor Ketchum and seconded by Deputy Warden Marks. Are there any questions, comments? Seeing none, we'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchum.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item up is on the consent agenda.
Be it resolved that correspondence items 7.2.1 to 7.2.7 be received and filed.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor McPhail and Councillor Jiguer, are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchum.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item up is other business statements and inquiries by members. Councillor Martin.
Okay, I'm happy to announce that the VIMI lecture, which happens every year on the date of VIMI, when it was started, is this Saturday, April the 9th at 2 o'clock at the Heritage Center. There's a gentleman talking about the Fingal bombing and gunnery school and all the presentations that he makes to schools and trying to keep alive the idea so that they understand the significance of the war and the effect it had on people.
Go ahead, Councillor Jones.
Yeah, I guess for anyone who hasn't heard yet, the big announcement from Cattle Creek Conservation Authority that we were able to obtain 42 acres from Ted and Doug Gill donation to as a significant value to the Conservation Authority with wetlands, forested areas, and grasslands. Right on the very edge of our developments in Alville. Very excited to be able to work with Cattle Creek to obtain this property. It was a significant challenge to do so. Very happy to have been part of it.
Councillor Jones, are there any further statements or inquiries by members?
Mary?
Go ahead, Councillor.
Yeah, I just wonder if we could maybe get a quick verbal update on the status of the declaration of emergency for the county.
Certainly. It's Tuesday. It's the 8th.
Through you, Madam Warden, to members of council, that's a great question. We have coordinated efforts with local municipal partners to jointly rescind the declaration of state of emergency on April the 8th at 10 in the morning. So everyone is prepared and queued up to make that happen in the coming days.
Any further inquiries or statements? Seeing no further ones. Notice of motion. And so we'll move to closed meeting.
Be it resolved that we do now proceed into closed meeting session in accordance with the Municipal Act to discuss the following matters under Municipal Act, Section 239(2), in camera item number 1, so Section B and E, which is a litigation update, in camera item number 2, which is organizational update, so it's 239(2), Section B, and also in camera item number 3, which is organizational update, and that is 239(2), Section B.
Someone move and someone to second. Deputy Warden Marks and seconded by Councillor Jones. We'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mennel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yep.
Councillor Ketchba.
Yes.
Warden French.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Motion to rise and report, please.
Be it resolved that we do now rise and report.
Please, someone to move and second. Councillor Mennel and Councillor Ketchafon. We'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mennel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer. Councillor Ketchba.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item up is in camera item number 1.
For in-camera item number 1, which is a litigation update, be it resolved that staff proceed as directed.
Someone that move second, Councillor Jones and Councillor Martin. And we'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mennel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item is in camera item number 2.
For in-camera item number 2, which was organizational update number 1, be it resolved that staff proceed as directed.
Someone to move, someone to second. Deputy Warden Marks and seconded by Councillor Jones. Call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mennel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchba.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes.
9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item is in camera item number 3.
Camera item number 3, which is organizational update number 2, be it resolved that staff proceed as directed.
Moved by Councillor Ketchba, seconded by Councillor Martin. Call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
Yes.
Counselor Jones.
Yes.
Counselor Martin.
Yes.
Counselor Marks.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Counselor Mennel.
Yes.
Counselor Jiguer.
Yes.
Counselor Ketchiaf.
Yes.
Madam Warden. Yes. 9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item is motion to adopt recommendations from the committee of the whole.
Be it resolved that we do now adopt recommendations from committee of the whole.
Pick someone to move it, someone to second. Councillor Purcell. And seconded by Councillor Jones. Roll call vote, please.
Counselor McPhail.
Yes.
Counselor Purcell.
Yes,
Counselor Jones.
Yes.
Counselor Martin.
Yes.
Counselor Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Counselor Mennel.
Yes.
Counselor Jiguer.
Yes.
Counselor Ketchiaf.
Yes.
Madam Warden. It's 9-0, the motion is carried.
The next item, consideration of bylaws.
Be it a first, second, and third read of bylaw 21-1, being a bylaw to confirm proceedings of the municipal council of the corporation of the county of Elgin.
Some,
March 2nd, 2022.
so, someone to move and someone to second, please.
When it's, sorry, my apologies. Be it a first, second, and third read of bylaw 22-19, being a bylaw to confirm proceedings of the municipal council of the corporation of the county of Elgin at the March 22nd, 2022 meeting.
No.
April.
April 6th.
Oh dear.
Oh,
That's, I don't even know what day it is.
Time travel. We're time travel.
So I'll just look back to my team. Can you confirm this is 22-19? Okay, so be the first, second, and third read of bylaw 22-19, being a bylaw to confirm proceedings of the municipal council of the corporation of the county of Elgin at the April 6th, 2022 meeting.
Okay, someone to move it, someone to second. So Councillor Jones and seconded by Councillor Mennel, and we'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
yes,
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marks.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchiaf.
Yes.
Madam Warden.
Yes,
9-0, the motion is carried.
and adjournment.
Be it resolved that we do now adjourn at 2:38 PM and meet again on April the 26th, 2022 at 9 AM.
Pick someone to move, someone to second. Deputy Warden Marks, and seconded by Councillor Ketchiaf. And we'll call the vote, please.
Councillor McPhail.
Yes.
Councillor Purcell.
yes,
Councillor Jones.
Yes.
Councillor Martin.
Yes.
Deputy Warden Marcus.
Yes.
Councillor Mel.
Yes.
Councillor Ketchiaf.
Yes.
Councillor Jiguer.
Yes.
Madam Warden. It's 9-0, the motion is carried.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.